Honestly, that Kaya's Guile, I actually like that card a lot because again, I'm thinking about it. Can't be pyroblasted. It does two of the things that Rescaminator don't want it to do: exile the grave and sacrifice a creature. Right? That's a huge thing. I mean, Flusterstorm came in clutch a couple times there.
Yeah.
The ring, I guess we just gotta double check the card on that.
I think that was one thing, but other than that, I think players should great with
we're good. Yeah. We are doing amazing right now.
Yeah. Good. Right. So it looks like your players are shuffling up right now here. They're going to be resolving some mulligan soon, and we'll find out what they're playing as we get the deck list. We change our scene. We're excited for round 2 here. Looks like a solid 10 on the dice roll.
Yeah, we're doing
from
good.
Our player on the left here. His deck is invisible on this playmat.
You're right. The deck is very blended in. Yeah,
he's got those. It
very much
probably
blended
Dragon Shield.
So I think we're mulliganing. We're going to 6 already.
Doesn't barely looks at his cards and just says, nah, not about it. And we'll go from there. We have these ones digital this time.
We did it.
What do we have here?
So just a quick name check. We have Elliot on the left, and we have Vlas on the right.
Is that how to pronounce it, Vlas?
Yeah, I believe it was Vlas, yes.
Vlas?
We'll just go with the first names because these last names, they get a little intense. So we're just going to do a quick check here of what is each player playing. It looks like
you can take region. It looks like Beans. I want to say dressed down. Oh no, it just looks like what is this? We have Brazenbore, Murktide, 4 Orcish Boardmaster. I'm actually quite surprised to see that. 3 Triumph of St. Catherine. Interesting, but no Beans.
This looks like an Esper control, Esper mid-range kind of deck. What I'm gathering here, and on the left we have
Delver.
It looks like a Grixis Delver list. And Grixis Delver is on the play. So while we're looking at deck lists here, we will see.
Oh, and we're off.
We're off.
Looks like we fetch, get our Volcanic, play a Delver, and pass a turn. Iconic.
Yes,
legacy right here.
This is like
turn 1.
Innistrad was 2011, 2012?
A couple years ago.
A couple years ago, yeah. And this is what's warped the formats to be when they say Delver, this is the namesake of the deck.
Yes, right? It is.
So Delver's game plan, of course, is to be the tempo strategy in this particular sense. It's making sure that your opponents are getting wastelanded or dazed when they try to cast their spells, and keep a threat in play, just beating them down with either a Dragon's Race Channeler, Delver of Secrets, the new edition, Psychic Frog, very much.
Card. What a busted card.
This card is bonkers, this card, right? So it looks like our Vlas is going with a Plow. Oh, sorry, Prismatic Ending in this case.
Okay, I like it. I'm just looking at the list here. It seems like our friend here, Elliot, has a Molten Collapse as well, right? In the main.
Yep, 2 of to be able to kill. I'm guessing it's the
tempo play from both of them.
There we go.
Wasteland back, right? Prismatic Ending, the Delver of Secrets. It looks like going to be brainstorming in response here. Gonna want to try to find. You want to put it over there? Perfect. Wow. Okay. Gonna try to figure out. This is both these players low resources to begin with, usually low land count as well. Gonna figure out how he wants to do this. Doesn't daze it as well, I guess.
And now
I'm okay.
The small
shows a brainstorm.
There's a brainstorm top there. Back in the day, Grixis Delver and Delver of the like used to be. It could be a 4 to 2 land, dual land, 2, 3 and 3 dual land. In this particular case, we have 3 bulks, 3 Cs. So we're on the traditional 3 ofs.
Basic planes.
Yeah.
Okay, that hurts. I feel like it.
Especially because Delver these days usually only has 1 basic, but in this case, he only has 1 basic. Sorry, no basics. My apology. No basics at all.
Wow. 1 island, 1 plains, and honestly, of all the other lands to have, that's pretty rough. Because it can't cast probably all of the blue spells in his hand here. Yeah. Okay, Lorien revealed though, we know. Another great card.
And you can now, in this case, you get the basic islands. Like you're gonna get.
Probably going to get, a Trop here? No, not Trop, sorry, a Volcanic.
I would say just a basic island.
Basic island? Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, because now you're not playing with the Wasteland game. Mm-hmm. You want to be able to resolve your spells, play around days, and, just land drops are most important, not getting Wastelanded out, right? There has been some talk, this is a small thing here while we're shuffling, small talk of banning days in Legacy.
They've been talking about that forever. whenever.
I know,
feel like
and it came up again in conversation. I'm not sure what people's thought process is on that. I'm guessing because of the Grief Reanimate stuff, you just go Grief Reanimate with a C in play. Your opponent casts a spell, you just daze the first spell they cast.
Yeah.
It's just a vicious, like, free spell. And, I mean...
Daze, Force of Will.
Yeah,
and all the free, counter magic to protect it all.
But now we have Vexing Bauble, so
Yeah.
that stops 8 cards in the Delver deck. That's why
Pick one.
That's why I think Molten Collapse is in the main deck, because it's a concession to getting bobbled out. You have to be able to kill the bobble with something, and it does blow up the bobble. Right?
And looks like here we'll try to keep you updated on the life totals right now. It seems like our players are using their little notepads instead of our live action calculator here. And going to...
That's a Source of
Plowshares.
Oh, Force of Will.
Totally.
I think it was pitching another Force. Oh, no, it's pitching a Daze, actually.
Daze, it looks like it. So,
yeah.
Okay, they're updating the life totals correctly this time. That's good. Okay, is he going to fight over this? I don't know. I guess so.
Well, first we're going to brainstorm.
There is a lot of power potentially on here. Does it have Delirium? I think it does.
We have land, instant artifacts.
No.
That's it so far.
So not yet, but we're very close to it. Doesn't look like he found a piece. So, and Surveil. What an addition to the Delver list is this DRC.
Oh,
I remember when this card first came out. Another Modern Horizons card, right?
Yep.
Top
stack.
Okay,
Triumph.
that's pretty good. That's why it's in there. And then Wasteland that. Okay, this is going to be pretty tricky. Okay, flips.
So we do have flying now. So at this point, you can fly over the Triumph. You do not have Delirium as of yet. So we're just double checking here. He's counting. So at this point, it's just taken 3. DRC does not have to attack. And 2 Wastelands in the face of 2 basics.
Yeah. Now the one thing too about the Triumph is it has lifelink.
Yes.
Right? So, technically speaking, he's going to gain a lot of this life back. He's going to only really, he's going to be up 2 in the end of it, right? Just kind of negating a lot of this. But once this DRC kind of gets turned on, it could be a bit trickier. I like how, I'm trying to get our names of our players here. Elliot here, playing respectfully, showing the brainstorm that he knows about, right? If he does cast this brainstorm or another one, he will probably fold his hand down. So Valus doesn't even see what's in his hand. But I like that. It shows that, hey, I'll keep the open information. Tax him for 5. No blocks.
Here we are, yeah. So the
back to 20.
The life link is definitely going to cause the Delver player to squirm a little bit.
Bowmaster. Oh, I knew it. Oh, this.
Oh, and he's done. Okay,
yeah,
so we know it's not going to do anything.
I think that makes sense. Like, it's so tough to come back from that, right? He has a brainstorm in hand. He has no blue mana, yes, but at the same time, like, he's just going to start bashing for 5, right? A 5 life link every time. He's. Yes, you could attack with Delver, but that's not going to do a lot.
Yeah, the only answer really Elliot had was the Molten Collapse on the Triumph there, but it won't really do too much.
Yeah,
so
we go to sideboards.
We have sideboard. I'll let you start with Vlas's sideboard. See what we got going on here.
We have, it looks like Containment Priest, Dampening Sphere, Deafening Signs, Flusterstorm, Hydroblast, Lavinia. Ooh, I kind of like that. That's a fun little spice.
A good one.
Well, I don't think he's going to be playing that in this piece here, but I'm wondering if he's going to bring the Dial Spellbomb. It could help with the DRCs and the actual Murktides as well that are happening in here.
Yeah, I would say Lavinia is probably more for, like, example, the Beseech the Mirrors, or for I'm trying to think of anything that's like really backbreaking right now that would hurt. But that would, as we said, that won't be in this particular matchup. For Elliot's side, we have 2 Force Negation, 2 Grafdigger's Cage, 1 Harbinger of the Seas, which is a great magic card, especially against the Plow Post decks.
You bring it in versus this?
No, I think because your opponent has a plains and a island you saw, that won't really do a whole lot. 1 Meltdown, 1 Nova, 2 Orcus Bowmasters, 2 Pyroblasts, 1 Red Elemental Blast, 1 Submerge, and 2 Surgicals. So I think...
Pyroblast, Orcish...
Yeah, I mean...
You could... Like, Surgicals, I'm always torn between bringing in Surgicals in this. Like, I feel like it's not good, but it can be good, right? Like, within certain things. Like, if they do mull over a Murktide, right? If they already have one in hand. I think most lists are running 2, right? These guys are running 2 each?
I think they're 2 or 3, yeah.
3. I think it's 3 and 3. No, 4.
So, Vlas is on 4 Murktides, yeah.
Wow. Orcish main is actually kind of crazy.
He's going deep for the graveyard there. Yeah, I mean, this is to be honest with you, there's really not a whole lot. I mean, I guess for Blast, he could bring in the Hydroblast because for DRCs and Pyroblast, they're probably going to bring Pyroblast and Hydroblast against each other. To be completely honest,
maybe Nile, like, but that's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting.
That's our consigned to memory. That's one of our newer cards, right? Another Modern Horizons card, right?
Yes. Definitely more for the Eldrazi.
Yes.
Situation going on again, a bit of a concession, but it's only a one of, so that's not the end of the world there. I mean, to be honest, it could. I mean, it's probably deep. I would hedge against it, but it is what it is. Maybe bring in the surgicals. If you do wasteland a particular land, you could just go snipe like old school wasteland a land and surgical.
Take it away
because you know you're playing against a Delver deck where they're only going to have you assume either 4 or 3 of the particular dual lands. So surgicaling it is a pretty tight play here. So
has the Hydroblast in hand. So
okay, so that came in for sure. So again, Grixis Delver's on the play. We will see what happens here, and we're off to the races.
Now I'm thinking, this is pretty crazy. Lavinia versus Eldrazi. A lot of them have running that green, right? But and also they have the Cavern Soul, so probably not because Lavinia is color, right? They don't spend any color mana, right?
If no mana was spent, counter the spell. And if they can't cast a non-creature spell with Mana Valley Greater.
What's the one that's colored? Oh, that's a different card.
It would be Voidmere.
Yeah, Voidmere. That's what I mean. But that isn't played in.
No, not. I mean, Vexing Ball basically took the spot for that particular card.
Oh, this is the classic. Cast DRC, right? Then the Bauble. Get that Surveil. Bauble you. Show me what you got.
Yeah, I mean, I think Delver just has to try to race the opponent as much as possible. That's essentially what it comes down to.
Yeah. What else does he have in his hand there?
Let's double check when it comes up. We have I think it was 2 Ponders or 1 or 2 Ponders. He's going to draw off the Bauble here.
Yeah.
I think I see a Pyroblast. Or I see a Frog. I see a Bolt, a Pyroblast, 2 Ponders. I believe.
Frog. I love Frog.
Honestly, this card is a very good addition. I know people are saying they're calling it the Dreadhorde Arcanist of its time right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's a free discard outlet. It jumps. It draws you cards. It's really good. Yeah, it's a good tempo card.
You can fly if it wants.
Yeah.
Oh, draws you card? Yeah. Oh, yeah. The frog.
No, it is definitely a good, very good card at this particular moment. We will see what. We will see what happens here. Okay, so we drew a Daze.
Yeah, and press magnet ending. Get rid of that DRC. Exile it. Make sure it doesn't come back. Not that it would in this deck. I wonder if you just slam Frog here.
I think that's probably what's going to happen here.
Does he have the other land to protect from Daze? But even though no Daze in hand, it looks like it. But of course he doesn't know this. Yeah, just slam the Frog. It looks like it.
Yeah, Elliot does have a Daze in his hand right now. I think he did draw it.
Fetch. Now, one thing is these Surveil lands.
Oh, these cards have been a great addition. People at first were like, "Oh, why is this card good in Legacy? It's a tap land that it's slow." But if there are some Legacy games where either you want to you don't have any kind of blue, so you have a bit of a half card that you can scry off of a land. B, it gives you an option of a card. If you're not under any pressure, you can just find a land end of turn, as we're doing right now, to find action or find something. And again, it's another dual land that you don't have to actually buy. So if you're looking for a cheaper deck to play, you can play Surveil lands.
Good luck finding them.
Yeah. See, perfect example of.
That's good.
Perfect example of these Surveil lands. You know what? I want the Triumph for the draw step, and they fell into a Daze, but that's part of the game. Yeah. Another Surveil land again. No pressure. Some pressure from the Frog, but nothing crazy.
Yeah. So, jumps his whole hand, makes it.
Yeah, if that happens, if that happens, we got. I mean, hey, I've seen a lot of content where if people just dump their hand in, they would win off a Frog.
Yes.
Right. So I understand people want to be passive with the card and just like do its slow tempo thing, but this card is just you know what? If you see your opponent dead, you just dump your hand and go for game.
Yeah, go for broke here.
Yeah, because you can also jump it, giving it flying as well too. So we're pondering here.
I don't think he has the brainstorm, maybe draws that, right? He does have the fetch. for later. The days, I feel like we're almost past that time now.
Yeah.
Right? Sitting on 3 mana, you're going to presume like he may or may not have it, right?
Maybe he's
Oh, he does
either that or he's hoping his opponent is just like, you know what, I'm going to be a savage and tap out for a spell.
Yeah.
So we're going to see here.
Okay. Draws a Wasteland. The Frog is going to start doing work here if it's not going to be dealt with. Just like drawing an extra card a turn, right? It's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like he has a ton else going on. Like, okay. Kaya's?
Oh, Kaya's Guile, I believe
That would
it's
be
called.
good.
So I know this thing has a couple modes on it.
What one will he be doing? So our modes are each opponent sacrifices a creature, exile cards from each opponent's graveyard. Probably going to be doing those two. Yeah, exactly. The other ones, create a 1/1 flying spirit and gain 4 life. But not going to do that. Just going to make sure he sacrifices the Frog, Wasteland, and move on from there. Good card.
So it's actually a pretty good Esper charm. I know Esper charm is just something that's on different modes, but that's a pretty sweet little tech there. Especially because it exiles graveyards. Again, a concession to Scaminator again.
Yeah.
Right?
We're going to see a lot of that within a lot of these sideboards. Going to be targeting kind of the graveyards, right? Or these cheap or free interactions, right? That are happening with Scaminator.
100%. So at this point, there is no threat for Delver side, so we're lacking that. That's where Control loves to be, is not being under pressure. So we will see if Elliot can find a threat in the coming turns here.
Yeah. Elliot's under the pressure of the Bowmaster in hand too, right? So
definitely
see how he does this.
Now, some Delver decks did play Surveil Land, like one of Thundering Falls. So there's a bit of a concession to that. Elliot is not playing that.
I don't think he has any.
No, he does not at this point. He's just on the 3 Cs, 3 Volks. So I mean, like having that one, technically people are playing 19 lands in Delver. So maybe cutting one of the Volks for Surveil, or playing the 4th Surveil as your 4th Volk.
Oh my god, this could be crazy here.
We have a DRC into a.
I thought he was going to play Brainstorm into a Bowmaster.
So here's the Bowmasters.
Yeah.
So I think you ping the DRC because there's not much going on.
Yeah, you're gonna ping it, right? It's not gonna get Delirium, right, from this. He's doing response to Delirium trigger as well, right?
Yeah.
On the cast. So it's not gonna even have a chance of, you can't put 2 cards in the graveyard, of course, right, within this. That we know of at this time. I'm gonna brainstorm in response to Bowmaster.
So we might be able to find something here for the Surveil.
Is he gonna fight over this?
Oh, another Bowmaster! Wow.
Okay.
We're going. There we go. Let's build a stack for us. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys, for building a stack. Okay.
He has the days, though. Okay, that's good. That's really good.
Oh, yeah, see, keeping that days.
It actually was good.
Elliot knows something that we don't know.
Yeah, I would have been falling victim to this. What great. We're going to resolve the days trigger on the cast, right? Then the Brainstorm over top of the first Bowmaster. Really good play from both players.
And now we are Delirious. So, sorry, are we Delirious?
Instant land. That's all we got.
No, we're not Delirious until the Ponder resolves, which will not make the Bowmasters big enough. No, it will still ping it. DRC will still be.
DRC will die.
Yes, that's what we're looking for here. So make sure. Okay, we have a Murktide on top. That's actually a pretty good flip.
That's really good. It won't be too big. There's only 2 instants in the graveyard. There will be a third, right, with Ponder as well.
Yeah.
So he does have the. Let's see here. I think it's Hydro Blast, right?
Yeah,
not the Fire Blast.
No.
Okay, so now we go to this. Now we go to the Bowmaster. This is what Legacy's about, right?
These crazy stacks going on here.
This is it.
Okay, so he's confirming he's on Delirious.
Yep. Instant
then it will
land
die.
creature dies, and then now we're going to resolve Ponder, right?
And there should be an Orc token coming into play.
Yeah,
Orc
so we'll
Army.
have 1,
There we go.
and then draw 1. He's going to probably ping him.
Yep.
Makes 2. Okay, gets his own Orc Army as well. You're going to keep that on top. Probably draw it. Ping his Orc Army, then deal with it.
Yeah, he's. So there is a bolt there, so he can clear the Bowmasters.
Yeah.
And I believe. Yeah, so Vlast does have 4 Bowmasters in his deck, so that's 2 of 4 gone.
Which is good.
Yep, which is very good for Elliot's side.
See how he wants to stack this Ponder, right? So he has Bowmasters, Bolt, and then I think it was a land. So let's see what he draws here. Okay, Ponder resolves, ping him for 1, 16 all.
Was there a Bowmasters in
Elliot's? Yeah, Elliot's. Yeah, sideboard. He had 2 to the side. So, and then ponder and response. So, what has he got here? Flusterstorm. He did bring in the Flusterstorm. Okay.
Yeah, I guess just for like
Flusterstorm.
it's
for this interaction.
Yeah, exactly. It's for when you're getting to those heavy stacks. Like, you know what? I just want to cancel everything out here.
Yeah.
Right.
Flusterstorm. I think it was a Force of Will, and then a blue card I couldn't see on the bottom there. So, I think this is pretty safe to do this year, right? You're gonna be. This is even.
This is. I'm again. Everything is looking very clean right now. There's no one-sidedness. The only one-sidedness right now would be the Bowmasters and Army. And what do we got? This is a Murktide of his own. Do we see? Oh, it is a Murktide. Okay.
That's actually really good because he does have the Pyro Blast right in his hand.
Yeah, so at least he can blow it up on the backswing instead of the countering part.
But he's gonna maybe he does. Oh, he does have the Force of Will in hand too. Okay, because if he tries to shoot it and play the Bowmasters, right?
Yep, this is clean play. Pyroblast the Murktide.
Yeah, probably gonna try to Bowmasters now or later. He has a Brainstorm in hand. That's a thing. Maybe playing around it a bit.
This is you can't Hydroblast the Bowmasters.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking of the other piece here.
So he's using his life as a resource here, which is totally acceptable. Oh, end of turn, we are Bowmastering. So he still took the damage.
Okay.
So I guess the play is, of course, kill the Bowmasters, have a Bowmaster with an Orc Army, you're a 1/1.
So what Force of Will is? That's my question.
Does Vlass have a...
Force of Will and 2 other blues.
Okay.
He's got Flusterstorm, Force of Will, and the Hydro, I think, right? Those are his hand? That's his hand?
Again, he's a little bit on the sheepish part, keeping it...
Yeah, he's going to go for it.
Oh, he's pitching the Hydroblast. Okay, that's cool. That's no problem.
Okay, get rid of that. My Bowmaster is going to stay alive here. That's a Wasteland. In a Brainstorm. Do you desperately... No, you die. You die on the backswing. It becomes a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you're basically dead if that happens.
So we can bolt the Bowmasters. That's only 3 damage from the Army. He has a Murktide of his own.
Cast the Murktide. Okay, that's good because the Hydro is gone. Not even that it would hit it, but...
Is he going to make it a 5/5 because he knows his opponent doesn't have a Pyroblast, or is he scared of another exile effect?
Yeah.
Or sacrifice a creature like an edict type style here?
What will he? Yeah, fine.
So it's a full Murktide.
A big boy.
Full-size Murktide.
And a Lorien revealed? No, his own Murktide.
Another Murktide, okay.
Can he get his Murktide as big, though? I don't know.
In this particular case, because the graveyard's a little cut off, can't exactly tell, but we're going to figure it out. I think he's going to go... Is that 4? 4, but it's only going to be +2, I believe, on that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 1. So 1 Force Will. It must have bought a card, must have been something else. So he's just trying to survive.
Does he block here or just go on the crack back?
I think you... Okay, so we have 8 coming in. That would bring Vlass down
he is dead.
to 7.
And then... he's still too short.
Yeah.
And, so...
He's going to have to... Vlass is going to have to block.
Yeah, block, attack, hope, pray. Do something here.
Yep, so here we go. The attack's coming in. Let's see who he blocks with.
He's going to take it.
He took it, so...
7 here. Not going to update our good life total. Plays a blocker.
Aha!
Oh, what a great blocker. That's why.
Yep, exile cards just block the Murktide, because it can get bigger, too. Yeah, because it's only a 4/4 Murktide? Yeah.
Yeah, it's only a 4/4. Exile cards, dump your hand.
Yep. Oh, we're doing this is...
Storm, Lorien Reveal. Is that Lorien Reveal?
To be completely honest with you, Will, I'm not sure why Vlass isn't playing Frog today. I mean, he's playing great shell for it, especially
exactly. It almost seems like he's running the Bowmasters instead of the Frogs.
Yeah, essentially that's what it sounds like right now. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, he's going to get Mystic Sanctuary. Wow, I feel like I haven't seen this in Legacy for a minute.
Yeah, so he can get the guy Kaya's Guile.
Make him sacrifice.
But he has to be able to draw. Did you say he had a Brainstorm in hand?
I didn't see a Brainstorm.
Okay, or a Ponder or something? Oh, a card got removed, so the Murktide gets bigger. Okay, I like it.
Okay, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's a good little thing there. Yeah, he did +1.
Passes turn.
You're gonna pass a turn here. So
what is he doing here?
Bolts the Bowmasters. Yep, that sounds like a fair plan.
Bluster.
Ooh, I love it. Perfect. That's it.
I love it.
Hey, that works.
That's awesome.
That
I
works.
think he realizes, okay, this ain't gonna get any better right now.
Yeah.
Especially this. Oh, okay, yeah, the game's over.
And that's it.
Yeah,
GG's.
that's tough. What a
Okay.
top deck.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, game 3.
So we're going to game 3. We are doing it.
I think it feels like Elliot's deck just has kind of like the newer cards. Like it has Frog, and Frog does so much, we know, right?
Definitely so. I mean, we're not sure if Niles Spellbomb came in. I know it's not a true answer for Murktide, but it might be good for Frog and Murktide because you know you're playing
Frog,
against it now.
Murktide, and DRC too, right?
Yeah, and DRC,
it answers that piece of making it, yes, it's not the best, right? But it may help within that piece.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens here. So now Esper is on the play.
I think that's better.
100%.
What do you do? Pull that card out of his sock?
What happened there? I missed that part.
I think he dropped a card on his lap
okay.
and then put it back in his deck, right?
Gotcha, there you go. We're good.
Put magical cards in. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, so I mean, tempo versus control, again, semi-classic matchup. I know I can say it for anything. Any matchup's a classic matchup, but Delver just wants to go as fast as possible, tempo out. And Vlash just tried to control the board there, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
In this game, right? So we'll see.
It'll help him being on the play here too, right? Like having
Yes.
that little bit of advantage. I always feel like within these matchups too, right? Being that more controlled deck helps so much more, right?
Definitely.
Especially when they're both playing dazes, right? So,
That too.
It'll be interesting to see what they're looking to keep here, right? Because you want some type of early interaction.
Okay, so island, fetch land paths, which is most likely just a surveil land.
Yep, exactly.
Bob
Talking
on
about
first.
how good they are,
Yeah.
right? Especially early on, right?
So good. Because again, you can still surveil and daze a spell if you want.
Yeah.
Right? You know, like if you want to be...
Get double surveil.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Essentially.
Is he asking for permission to cast Bob?
Is that what's happening? Yeah, is that what's happening?
Is this happening
Okay,
right
so
now?
it resolves, he's cracking into himself. No problem.
Checking himself. Probably wanting that card.
Okay, so we're probably going to get a surveil land here. Unless he has a brainstorming of turn, but surveil lands are just so good.
And they are, getting, what is it,
Undercity Sewers.
That's it. Man, I'm trying to get a playset, just like one of each, and it's impossible. I feel like all
They're
of
hard to
Southern
find.
Ontario is sold
Yeah,
out.
I think people just noticed how good they were, stocked up on them, and no one is trading them away, essentially, right? Everyone's got them.
Yeah.
Everyone's got them, right?
Okay,
So we got
surveil. Let's see what we got here. Deciding, and with the truck,
Yeah.
I guess, you're not going to get the miracle within it, right? Like at this time, but
You hope.
even with the brainstorm, I'm surprised, right? Like he does have them in his deck. He could put it back on top and try to miracle it
He could.
later, but maybe realizing that's not the game plan right now.
I mean, there are 3, so I guess he's hoping that he can either find another one, stack them back. There's all these options here. So this is interesting. He could, Elliot could spike a Pyroblast here to
Okay.
counter the cantrips.
This is aggressive.
Yeah.
I like that play.
I mean, it happens. If you know your opponent's looking for something or trying to find something, Pyroblasting those cantrips can be backbreaking.
Yeah, maybe Elliot's saying, okay, I'm going to hopefully make him not draw land here, right? Maybe that was his thought process. I know that would be always mine. Okay, days, yeah.
There we go. Yeah, this is classic tempo stuff going on here. Being either aggressive, right?
And kind of talking about that surveil piece, right? Returns that surveil land to his hand. Yes, it's going to come and tap. I'm going to give him another look at it, right? You think he grabs another one?
I'm if he has another one, let me just
He does. I
confirm.
think he has one of each.
Meticulous Archive, yes, he has the little white. You could always brainstorm the other one back into your deck and find it later on in the game.
Yeah.
So there's always that option,
That's a
right?
great option.
Or again, just playing it for free. Your opponent, you know your opponent's not going to wasteland you or do anything with that particular land. Just playing it to again get a half card to see what's going on top of your deck. So here we go.
Keeps it on top.
Pretty good. Must be a good one. It's
Gaia's.
the Kaya's Guile.
Perfect.
Kaya's Guile, Guile's Kaya. You know, all these
Kaya,
things, right? You know,
Maya,
yeah, all these
the
things.
Guile.
Miri's Guile, all these Guiles, right?
All the different ones we got here.
Okay, we're surveilling again. I mean, go ahead. Sorry, yeah, go ahead. Go.
It's kind of that interaction piece, right? Or just like making sure you're hitting your land drops here, right? I don't think he has a triumph or anything like that in his hand, but just making sure he's going to keep Elliot on lockdown here. It's going to be his big piece.
I think he, right now, Vlass is looking for something. He wants to find a threat, a Bowmasters, a Murktide, because he knows he's just giving the Delver player, Elliot, more time to find his threats.
Passes.
So he's passing 2, so no third land for Elliot, which is okay. I mean, Delver runs on low land counts.
Knows Okay, as a legacy player, you're seeing black, blue being passed away. You know there's going to be a Bowmaster, right?
Yeah, there has to be something.
Yeah.
Something's got to give. And at this point, where you're just conceding to, do you have a daze? Do you have anything here to counter my Bowmasters?
He does have the daze.
There is a daze.
Okay, he's gonna. Okay, I guess floating a blue, using the blue, right? And they're gonna cast a brainstorm.
Because now
I
he's
like
free.
that.
Yep, no, that's good. Good tight play. Play around, counter the Bowmasters, and being able to use the mana efficiently.
What is he going to put back here? You keep the Lorien reveal because it can shuffle away anything too, right? So, and goes back. I don't think he has any more permission spells, right? Ponder, land, Lorien reveal.
Yeah, at this point, again, he has to find a threat. I think at this point, he's giving the Delver player a lot of time to dig. But we'll see. And here's one of the threats.
And Pyroblast. So 3.
So we are delirious.
We will get there.
He wants to just keep it. He didn't even care about the surveil, or maybe he got a little.
I take the Wasteland here, and I waste him because I have a threat.
Yeah, exactly. At this point, now that you have a threat, you want to start taxing your opponent's lands, especially the control player.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's maybe what he's going to do here. He's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's on the fence here.
Okay.
So yeah, I think Wasteland is probably your best bet.
Yeah.
I would get rid of the whites. That's just me because your Plow is definitely a scary card.
Prismatic ending, right?
And prismatic ending.
Piece, so
we're getting rid of the blue black.
I guess doesn't want his what's it called? Bowmasters in response too, right? So
yeah, no, fair enough.
Gonna Lorien revealed, probably grab a land here, right? Looking for probably black mana just to make sure. Yeah, looking for an underground sea. And then figure out what his next play is. He's down a land, has DRC to deal with. Elliot does have a Force of Will as well, so I'm wondering how much he's going to commit to protecting this. He doesn't have another threat in hand, so
I think
that's going to be a big piece. Maybe just trying to Force of Will, whatever type of
exactly
kill it.
And you think you hit the nail on the head there. It's now you have a threat. You don't want your opponent to be pyroblasting and getting rid of your threat too easily here. So you really got to fight for that thing to resolve. So we will see the action here.
Prismatic ending. It's pretty good.
It
does let it go, I guess.
Okay.
But
is he hedging on the Murktide in his hand?
Maybe.
Could be here.
Look at that. I love it. He did bring in the Nile Spellball. I think that's great.
Yeah, that's a very
Does
good.
Does he have a land in his hand to play it? Does he Force of Will the Nile Spellball?
Oh man, I mean that would be deep. If you feel like you have to, then
think you can.
I don't think you can either. I think you have to force the plows or the endings and stuff like that.
That'd be wild.
I mean, I guess because he only has 3 Murktides, I mean, DRC is still a dangerous card. We're going to find out right here if, I mean, this thing's going to resolve because there is no answer from Glass.
He does have the sack, like, he's going to make him sack it, though, but he does have the Force Will, so there may be a little battle here. Depends,
yes, because he knows of the
Guile.
No, does he know? Does Elliot know of the Guile?
I don't know if he knows about it, but I think he definitely knows he drew well.
Okay.
Okay, looking for.
Okay, there's land number 3. Or did he have a land before? I can't. Oh, no, he had land before. Sorry, the Underground Sea from the Lorien reveal there.
Put away the Lorien reveal.
So he can't Guile this turn, but he can set up for because he's only taken 4, so he's going to be at a virtual 14.
You're not totally under pressure here, right?
Yeah.
So you can take a hit or two. You do give him opportunity to start setting up, right?
Yes, this is the thing now. Which
you let this resolve.
Yeah, because again, he's semi-bluffed Bowmasters there, but that's not going to happen. All right, so let's see what happens here. We're pondering
to figure out what to do next.
Yeah.
Here at our 3K and enter the battlefield.
Gotta love Legacy.
66 players, 6 rounds.
I know, crazy.
In Newmarket, Ontario, Canada.
I'm still excited for this whole event.
It's crazy. I ponder it every time.
Yeah, and love the pun because Elliot is deep in the tank for this ponder right now.
What does he want?
That honestly, performance we can't exactly see what's in. I think we see a brainstorm. We can't see what the other cards are.
But like the hand cam as well.
Yeah,
that's what Ben needs to do next time. 2 more cameras. I don't think the computer can handle more cameras. Okay, gets a
Next
Gets
level
another
here.
threat. Attack for 4. Hiya. Go 14. I like how they're both. We got 3 life total trackers.
Fetching on upkeep
Upkeep,
here.
okay.
Virtual 13.
Is he getting another surveil? No.
No, he's probably going to get a either a C or a Trot or a Volk. Sorry, Tundra. Jeez. There we go. You're getting the C.
Yeah, his last one got wasted, so. Let's see.
Let's see
how
like
this
that.
next
That was a
play
good
kind
one.
of goes.
That was
right?
a good one.
So
I like that one.
we, Lass has got to know that, okay, killing his Murktide isn't going to just be a straight, I'm going to cast a spell, it's going to die. Right?
Great news. Kaya's Guile is not blue, so he cannot Pyroblast that.
Oof. It draws a spell bomb. He shuffled that away for a purpose.
Oh, did he? I thought it was in his hand. Did he brainstorm?
He
put it away.
He put it away. And he multiple kind of bugs here.
Okay, so
passing it.
Here we go. Modes most likely are
Sacrifice a creature
and exile their graveyard.
Yeah, probably. I'd say.
Man, I just realized that's a twofer. That's great.
Yeah. Got a Force of Will.
Yep.
Has 1 mana. How many spells? 1, 2. Does he have the fluster? Yep, he's got the fluster.
You cannot Pyroblast enough of those.
Yeah. Pyroblast 1 copy, just in spite.
Just in spite.
Yeah.
Oh, and sorry. The spell resolve. I thought it was a concession for a second.
Oh yeah,
there.
sacrifice first, then exile.
Yes.
So doing it correctly.
Yep. Did the order there. That was a interesting little way there. Okay. Got some cards.
This is gonna be tough for Elliot now.
I do see a frog, so we have a threat.
Okay, we have a threat. That's good.
We have a threat.
He knows shields are probably down, right? Probably trying to stick the frog here. Does he have another land? No.
He had the waste. Oh, he put the wasteland back.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because
you still can't cast frog with it.
Yep. So it's fair to keep the wasteland back in your top of your deck there. Okay.
What's this? Ponder?
Spell bomb. So we're prepping for next spell bomb here.
Yeah.
Or the next dump of cards in the grave.
Frog's still really good even with the spell bomb on the field too, right?
Honestly, it doesn't do a lot against it. The spell bomb that is.
And a Murktide. So Elliot's hand, a frog, Murktide, Lorian's reveal.
So we can get either Tundra or Sea.
Lots of land.
Or basic islands in this case too. We shall see. We're getting
Mystic.
And Mystic, right? Right with that card too.
Here. I guess I think I'm getting Kai's Guile here, no?
Yeah, honestly, I think you have to just keep your opponent on no threats. Because your opponent only has 12 or so threats in a Delver deck.
Yeah.
So if right now we're at
putting back Ponder,
okay. Maybe we're digging deep. Which is fair.
I respect that.
Maybe you're assuming that the DRCs and Murktides can't come out because you have Spellbomb in play now?
Yeah.
Right? And here's a Psychic Frog.
Yeah, and this kind of goes back to Psychic Frog gets around it. Okay, he's gonna draw a Ponder with it, draw for turn.
So we're just calling this game all over the place because these guys are playing their own games here while we're thinking of different outputs. Nonetheless, we have a Ponder.
I'm looking for that Plow. There's an answer. Okay. Have the Plow, his Bowmaster. You're gonna have 2 Bowmasters. This is looking like it's gonna be locked out soon.
Yeah.
Right? He's gonna Force a Will it.
Yeah,
That's nice. Good response.
You have to.
This is like the last leg of things. What do you exile? I didn't even see.
Yeah, something there. Too quick. These players moving fast.
Okay, attack. Bowmaster. Hiya.
Okay, so this won't do a whole lot.
Ping the frog.
Unless I'm
Ping the frog.
Yeah, because you can't give a flying because only a Force in the graveyard right now.
Yeah.
Unless he discards 2 cards. Yeah. Well, I'm for sure he's gonna dump a card so that it doesn't die to being a block.
Yeah.
Being blocked.
Double block.
Okay, so we have 1 damage on the frog. Let's see.
Let's see where
are we going to
what step they're on too here, right?
Are we going to blocks right now, or are we still deciding?
Okay, if he double blocks,
then
discard a card and
how many cards does Elliot have in his hand?
3. No, 2. 2? Oh, double blocks goes for it. Yeah, 3 cards.
He's forcing him to.
So he'll probably just bolt the Bowmasters.
If it was me, I would, but I'm also not a Delver player, so we're gonna find out.
Discard. Try to 1/1. So now it's a 3. Yeah, bolt.
Okay.
Oh, discard as well. Okay,
very nice.
That's fair. That works too.
Yeah, that's very fair.
That's a 4, but
so double block, double kill.
Still has 1 point. Still doesn't die, though. And a Lorien reveal.
So he does not draw as well, too, which is...
Yeah, which is a big piece of it.
Yep.
Down to 1 card. Wow, this went back and forth. This went great.
And this is where Psychic Frog takes over now, because if we have and
the fire.
Man, that's like nailed. That's got to be a nail in the coffin, because now you're drawing 2 cards a turn.
Yeah,
right?
Attack with my frog.
So you're 10,
Ribbit.
drawing a card.
It has a daze, I think.
Was it a daze?
I think it's a daze.
We'll find out if anything here.
Bowmaster, that ain't gonna do a lot.
Okay, I mean, we're going back and forth. We still have... This is March.
Wrath of the Skies. This is a new one.
Oh, Wrath of the Skies. Sorry, yes, I think of a different card.
Okay, did we miss? Was this main or side?
This is main deck, actually. Yeah, this card we didn't even talk about. So another MH3 card.
Oh, wow. What another good top deck, though. Okay, Wrath of the Skies. Great new card played in a lot of the control decks. I actually didn't see this at all, right, when you were talking about it. You're going to play X, right, and 2 white, and you're going to get that many energy for X, and then you're going to destroy, artifact, creature, and enchantment with mana value X or less than that. So it's pretty sweet. Did it for 2, got 2 energy, destroyed 2 or less, destroy that Psychic Frog. It's not a target, it's not going to do damage, it's going to destroy it flat out. Great card. I don't know that I've seen that in a
honestly, that's a great limited bomb as well too, especially in sealed when MH3 came out. But yeah, this is a very interesting spot for it, because I guess it does kill the baubles, it kills the creatures that are in play, everything 2 or less. It kills frog.
Yeah.
Gives a bunch of frogs in play.
Any artifacts that maybe
Yep.
annoying,
Chalice
right?
of the Voids and
great.
stuff. Yep, 100%. So it's a very very interesting card. Again, can't be Pyroblast and all that fun stuff. So lots of options here.
Can you just
we're doing. I think you just cast days to get a free surveil. There.
Yeah, trying to get DRC, have delirium, but didn't get it right, so it dies.
Yep. We drew unsure. We will find out.
And, 2.
Oh, Bowmasters of his own. Okay.
What a card.
We're doing good.
Yeah. And I think Brazen Borer is not your permanent.
Correct.
Right?
Not
so that's a big piece, because you definitely bounce in response.
Yep.
Oh, we have Sarn's Ransom? Okay,
right.
what is going on here? So he's going to give him 4 cards, okay? And Elliot's going to make 2 piles. 1 pile face up and 1 pile face down. And he's going to decide, right, what he's going to get from it. This card is sweet.
Yeah, I remember this was like the hotness when Lord of the Rings came out for these blue-black tempo-y type strategies, right? So, I mean, definitely it fills the graveyard for Murktide. It gives you card advantage depending on what's going on. The ring tempting you is fun as well too, because then your creature has the whole ring ability, which that ability is like long gone at this point. No one's really playing the ring tempting stuff.
What a pile!
Here's the piles here.
What do you take? 2 lands or a ponder and a land?
I think you take the face downs, because the ponder stuff. Yeah. Wasteland Force, I think it was.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Wasteland Force.
Your opponent knows all 4 cards.
Yeah.
You just figure if your opponent's going to give you something face up, it's probably not usually the best stuff, because they want you to trick you into the face down being good stuff.
Okay,
so
goodbye.
Everyone just takes the face down most of the time.
Yeah. I think you attack him with. Oh look, he has a ring. He does it. Is that his own ring?
Yeah, that's his own ring.
Oh my goodness! What a great idea.
It does make the creature legendary.
Okay, he's gonna take it.
Yep.
He's gonna cast Bobble. Force him.
Force him with a bobble. Let's do it. Come on, we're deep in the tank now.
Bobble him.
So we didn't see what it was, but
draw for bobble. We're gonna bounce the army. Okay, I like this because he does have a ring, right? Too. So how does a ring work again? It's a what?
There's so many effects.
You draw. It's like a looting ability. I forget. Okay, Wasteland. Oh my goodness. What is this game right now? Okay, here we go. We pull up the ring. We're here to tempt you all with the words that it will be written on. You're going to have a ring bearer. Whenever you attack the ring bearer, draw a card, discard cards. He's going to loop.
Yeah, that's step 1 there.
Hardcast Force.
Oh, Hardcast Force. Perfect. There we go. We're doing good.
I love it.
He's like, you get nothing, I get nothing.
Yeah, I guess he's not going to attack because he just discards that card. So if it's good, keep it.
At this point, we're just at a Bowmaster Orc army. They're staring each other down across the battlefield. We're fetching. No stifles anywhere to be seen.
There was a Stifle Knot player. There is a Stifle Knot player here today.
Perfect. I love it.
I was about to ask how many. Oh my god! What a draw!
While he's talking Murktide.
Massive.
What were you saying there about Stifle?
My goodness. Yeah, there is one here today. I'm hoping to see it. I love Stifle Mod. It's a fun deck. My goodness. Okay, okay, that can block, though. Can only block flyers.
Yeah, we're doing... Okay, so basic planes was drawn.
And a Bowmaster?
Yep.
Okay, Bowmaster's good here. Cast it. Shoot your Bowmasters. Oh, it goes to 2.
Yep.
Yep. Attack.
So it can't be blocked by Murktide, which is great.
Whoa, doesn't...
I think it was a forced loot, but he didn't do the loot there. I think it's forced. I don't think it's a choice.
I don't think it's a choice here.
So maybe he's forgetting about the looting there. So that's 2 loots we've missed.
That would be in hand. Nonetheless.
All good.
What's happening here?
We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some. We're flipping great.
What is happening here? So we're just gonna check on this piece because I don't think it's a May.
Yeah, you have to loot. But I'm not sure if we're gonna check that.
It's almost dead here. This is like no one do anything for a while here. I mean, honestly, when you're in these spots, right, of like deep in the tank, I know it's only round 2, right? But these big events, we're starting to, forget about, how much pressure there is right, to each player.
That's 3 loots. Oh, another Murktide.
Yeah.
All good. Part of the fun.
Part of the fun. Part of the fun of the things, right?
Yeah.
We'll see this piece here.
100%.
But I think this is game over.
It's looking... Oh, see, there's the Molten Collapse coming in.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to go bye-bye, but still a lot of pressure, just in this Orc army, right? Attacking.
Yep, 3, yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, Pest Control, Cycle.
Let's go.
I haven't seen that one in a while.
Look at this. Oh, Ponder. Okay, you're going to put Triumph on top here to draw that. Yeah, Triumph is underneath as well here.
Okay, so we're doing good. So we can flip a Triumph.
Next turn.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, you pass here. This game is almost over.
Yeah.
I don't know what gets them out of this. Like, you have to deal with the army.
Okay, they're just confirming the wording on the ring.
Maybe. Wait.
Or not. Okay.
Maybe not.
I'm not sure what they're looking at there.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
JK. They're playing it out here.
Yeah. We're doing good. Okay, so again, the control deck has control of the board right now, and there's the Triumph we talked about.
Yeah. Slams it. Attack for 2. Bolt it. Yeah, that ain't going to do much against, what's it called? Triumph.
Yeah.
What do you got here?
Here we go. Moment of truth. Does he have a Ponder?
That's pretty good.
Okay, so we have to find a Molten Collapse. Wow, I love it.
Triumph says...
We're doing so good. Oh,
that's GG. Well played.
Blast
he knows game's over.
Blast in 3. That was tight magic. I love it. Good. Yeah, I would say good old-fashioned magic. That's it. Back and forth.
That was great. I think that was, Blast's deck had a lot of spice, a lot of interesting kind of fun pieces. That was good. We saw a lot of Modern Horizons cards. Let's be honest here.
I love it.
From many different sets. But I think that's just the way of Legacy. Coming out on top, a little bit of more control build, but a great job by both players.
Honestly, that Kaya's Guile, I actually like that card a lot. Because again, I'm thinking about it, can't be Pyroblasted. It does 2 of the things that Rescaminator don't want it to do, exile the grave and sacrifice a creature. Right? That's a huge thing. I mean, Flusterstorm came in clutch a couple times there.
Yeah.
The ring, I guess we just gotta double check the card on that.
I think that was one thing, but other than that, I think players should
great with we're good. Yeah. We are doing amazing right now.
Yeah.
So I think, Will, you're being summoned for a deck tech.
I am. I'm being summoned.
So we're all gonna watch Will in the deck tech area. See you soon.
Yeah, see you soon, everybody.